Hello, welcome to Earth's Mightiest Bastards. I'm Mark Storrs, and with me as always is
Chris Carnicelli.
And
Rob Morphy.
This week, we were a little bit late with this, but we were checking out Ant-Man and Wasp, the official trailer.
Excited.
The first Ant-Man movie was really good.
Amazing.
It was
My
funny,
expectations were middling.
It was probably one of my favorite ones. Next
Oh,
to
but it was
Guardians.
great. It was absolutely
Yeah.
good. And I like Rudd as an actor, but he makes a lot of disappointing films. Like, with the exception of the Anchorman movies and maybe Clueless, if you want to go old school, he doesn't make good movies, generally speaking. But bam.
I mean, you give him a good writer and director.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
He just doesn't. He doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't pick well or what. But Ant-Man hit the spot.
He
totally
knocked it out of the park with Ant-Man. So here we go, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Indeed.
Wasp.
I just have one question. When Cap needed help, if I'd asked you, would you have come?
I guess we'll never know. But if you had, you'd have never been caught.
I do some dumb things, and the people I love the most, they pay the price.
Thanks to you, we had to run.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
We're still running.
That's perfect. Total Hank Pym test. Man. Ha! Look at that.
Maybe
Hard
you
to
just
grade.
need someone watching
Yeah.
your back. Like a partner.
Oh, yes! The wings!
Hold on.
Dude.
You gave her wings and blasters.
It's so good.
So I take it
What?
you didn't have that tech available for me. No, I did.
Oh, that's wicked. Oh, man, that's cool.
Yeah, no, it's flawless. It is exactly what I wanted in this sequel and 100 times more.
To that movie, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, totally.
I want it right now.
100%.
That looks
I want
really
You're going to say,
That
oh,
was
look at
so-
the Marvel acolytes melt again. Well, that's fucking brilliant.
Okay, well,
Absolutely brilliant. That is exactly what you
That was
want
fun.
times 20. And yes, thank you, sir. May I have another?
How awesome is it to see the Wasp?
Oh,
I mean, come
and the
on.
wings and the whole
man.
9 yards. And she was great in the first one.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect. I love that it's Ant-Man and Wasp. I love that it's not
totally.
like Ant-Man
Totally.
2, The Coming of the Wasp or something.
Right.
Like, just do it dead up the way it ought to be.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know,
Yeah.
it's wicked.
That was cool.
Pym is still phenomenal. The carry-on office building is
Pretty fun. That was pretty fun.
phenomenal. They're using the size stuff to perfection. It just seems
Yeah.
like it's written crisply, and the characters are staying true to themselves, and it's still going to fit into the greater pantheon of the Infinity War.
No, I know,
Marvel's
and
gonna
it's
do.
amazing that kind of humor. I mean, that can very easily slip into a waterfall of cheddar.
Oh, absolutely.
And just be a cheese fest.
It could be a cheese falls. Yeah.
And the entirety of Ant-Man just didn't do it. Like
No.
it nailed everything it needed to nail.
And you cared
the
about his
exact
relationship
way.
with his daughter.
For me.
And
Yeah.
even the
Yeah.
what he established with, the stepdad and his ex-wife and all those things that you thought are either going to go into Kramer versus Kramer territory, or it's going to be heavy-duty
Never
drama
be that
and,
bad.
and cheddar dicky humor.
Yeah.
And instead, it's fully invested character study with great action.
Yes.
And genuine humor.
Yeah, and that movies like that. I mean, we can't. If we sat there, you could probably nitpick it and take it apart.
You could.
But when it's so fun and entertaining, that's when you just you don't give a shit.
No.
You don't need.
And that hits that spot.
I didn't see him in the trailer. I may have missed him, but I think Michael Pena is going to be back.
I hope so, because he
They didn't
stole
see
the
him in
show.
the trailer,
Him and the guy that played the
whole team was
the
pretty
Russian
good.
dude.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
so good.
But, yeah, no, I hope
Every
they're coming
time
back.
Michael Pena told the story, it was
Oh.
it's perfect. Like it was,
Yeah.
such a
so
good
funny.
movie.
It was such a well done movie.
Yeah,
Agreed.
like I said, this is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies next to like The Guardians.
Yeah.
then Ant-Man
To
versus
me,
Wasp
you know
might
what the
be
thing
my
is?
favorite.
Guardians of the Galaxy, we're huge sci-fi fans, is such a satisfying ensemble piece with great sci-fi motifs. And the Avengers is exactly what, and I'm not going to speak
Oh,
for anyone,
no,
but
I
it's
know.
exactly what you
Yeah.
wanted to see in superhero. Ant-Man is, to me, every bit as good, just a smaller scale. It's one of those
Yeah.
comics that I used to read occasionally and buy, depending on how good the art was.
Right.
And,
Yeah, I
and,
know, I know.
and to me, for what it's doing, it succeeds every bit as much
It's-
as the
yeah.
Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's a different thing.
For
just
what
the
it's
way-
doing.
Just the way Doc Strange is a different thing.
It needs. Yeah, it's exactly the way it needs
it's,
to be.
it's perfect.
With mentioning the comics, I haven't read up too much about Ant-Man versus Wasp, but is there going to be any of the darkness involved?
I hope not.
Because that was a
there's-
real...
There's no room for that
that,
with this.
No, but
Well,
that was with Hank.
that was
Pym.
Hank Pym.
And his wife.
Yeah,
and his
not.
wife. So,
this
but I wonder if
Ant-Man.
that at some point would be discussed.
That would be-
because man,
No,
that was
that
a
would
bummer
ruin-
in the comics.
Because
a total
Because
bummer.
spoiler alert.
Well, DC would do it.
Paul Rudd is not going to become a wife beating
Some
alcoholic.
uppercuts.
Yeah,
no,
it would be.
I'm not saying Paul Rudd. I'm talking about Hank Pym in the movie.
Well, maybe
If
they'll-
maybe there's some weird
what
dark
they might
past that
well
he
do.
has.
Because they have to
well,
they have
maybe,
to further
maybe.
flesh out the story of him and his wife who disappeared into the subatomic nexus or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And if he shows some regrettable period in his youth where he was drinking too much and too caught up into the job and lashed out and struck her once, not necessarily habitual
But you know,
beating,
it doesn't
they might
further
do
anything.
that.
There's no point in doing that in
Right.
this movie.
I agree.
And
I'm
the-
not,
and
I'm
the-
not
and
saying
the
I can't count it
storyline.
out, but I agree.
There'd be no.
It's kind of like
there'd
it's
be no
kind of like
point.
Iron Man, the whole alcoholic thing.
Which they ended up glossing over in a different way.
They sort of they're like, well, his armor is his alcohol or whatever that.
Yeah, well,
and
well,
also
they
he thought he
didn't
was
make him-
dying,
yeah.
so it was his way of
Yeah.
suicide.
But they didn't make him a beater. They just made
No.
him kind of an.
no. Well, Iron Man was never a
womanizer.
beater. He was just a total
Right.
alcoholic.
It doesn't make sense to make him
But the-
an abusive.
I
It was
agree
a
with
weird.
Chris is saying.
It was a weird time for comics.
But
No, I'm just saying. In
in
the context of the movies now, there's no point.
it's exactly
Right.
it. Marvel Comics was the most mature and realistic comics. Still, probably I don't know if they still are. I can't speak for now.
No.
But in the '60s through
Yeah.
the '80s, they definitely did more mature and pioneering things and did more to make their characters realistic. But even that period when Iron Man 2 was made is wholly different from what the Marvel universe cinematically is now.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like they still were working on the formula back then. They were getting it right, but they
Yeah.
they hadn't nailed the persistent formula.
there's that still-
Now they're basically fucking alchemists.
There's that still
Everything they touch is gold.
The thorn of Iron Man 3 in our sides, but it is what it is. Sometimes
That's
you
garbage.
hit.
I blame Shane Black.
Sometimes you hit some.
I
bumps in
thank
the
Shane
road.
Black for Monster Squad and Lethal Weapon.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
eat it,
Did he
Shane
write? He
Black.
must have wrote
Predator
that movie too,
really?
right?
Predator.
He just starred in that. I think he had the
But
smallest
he's
role
doing.
in that.
He's doing the new Predator movie that's coming up.
Yeah, but I thought you meant the original Predator where he was actually a performer.
Well, prepare for electroshock
Yeah, no,
torture
there's gonna when they tie the Predator to
via hanging or a mattress,
and or a steel box spring
Right.
with battery.
and expect some sort of fort to fall down a cliff
Oh, always.
via explosions.
And or helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's,
Shane Black.
yeah, Shane Black.
That's gonna do it for the Smartiest Bastards. That is our take on the Ant-Man and a Wasp.
It's amazing.
So good.
So good.
So
really good.
effing good. So excited.
Shane Black aside, really good. So leave us your comments in the section below. Let us know what you thought about the trailer. I did notice there was a villain in there with some kind of three-eyed configuration. I haven't read Ant-Man in years.
It looked
literally
familiar,
years.
but I couldn't quite
I
place
know
it.
me.
But you know what? I'm not going to look into it.
Whatever,
I want it
yeah.
to be fresh.
I like
Surprising.
getting all the information from the people that watch these videos because they're
Yeah,
kind of
somebody will know.
to fill us in on a
Somebody
bunch
will
of stuff
know.
that we don't know about.
Yeah,
so
we're
it's kind of
often
like
grossly
it's like
ignorant. Yeah.
a little miniature Wikipedia of information that I get to look at and tell the comments.
Go ahead, insectoid
Yeah.
many eyes.
So go ahead and leave your comments
Yeah.
in the section below. Let us know what you thought. Be sure to upload the video, subscribe to the channel. We're
Please.
available at ambpod.com, facebook.com/ambpod, Twitter at ambpod, and we're talking to you soon.
Marvel.
It's the way. If they started sucking, we'd tell you. They haven't.
Yeah, we won.
Have we all watched Justice League yet?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it here.
Oh, okay. See you later.
Better than Last Jedi.
Yeah, sure. A lot better
By
than
a
Last
lot.
Jedi.
Jesus, all right. See you later.
I guess we'll discuss that in its own.
You did
I
see
know.
it. I didn't know that you saw it.
Yeah.
Smartiest bastard.